Hi everybody, my name is Ray. I'm here at Blauvelt State Park in West Nyack, New York. Now this spot used to be a National Guard shooting range during World War I, and there are tunnels built into the hillside that was a passageway for soldiers to walk back and forth without getting hit by gunfire. And these tunnels are still here and you can still walk around in them. One of them you can even access by a hole underneath a tree. So we're gonna go check that out today. It's gonna be really cool. Come with me. So now these tunnels, they're very claustrophobic and dark, and I know they got a lot of creepy bugs and other stuff in them. That's nothing but crickets all the way down there. Oh, they're falling like rain. Oh no. So I'm a little creeped out about going into them, but I want to do it. It's going to be fun, and I know you want to see it. If you look at this barrel here, you can see it's just riddled with bullet holes. So this must have been a target they used when this place was a shooting range. All right, so first thing we see is this building right here. And that's way larger and more intact than I expected to find here. Right down here on the ground, this is an iron door from one of these buildings. How cool is that? Wow. Just look at this. Looks like Saddam Hussein and some kind of tentacle monster. We have this wall, which looks like it goes on for a long ways. Let's go in here for now. Get a light for you. Wow, it's all brick. And this looks like this is the tunnel. Or no, this is a basement. Wow. Look at how far that goes. I don't want to fall into that. That's deep. Just look at how long this wall is. This looks like it might go on for about a mile. What? There's like all this over here. Some kind of iron support right there. How cool is this? All right, so I'm coming up on a corner of this wall. And it may be a little tough to see, but there's these cracks running through the wall, and you can see where the whole wall itself is starting to buckle and bend. Only a matter of time before this whole thing collapses. Yeah, you see that big crack? You can see these metal posts here, which were used for barbed wire. You can still see some pieces attached right there. That's crazy. Man, this wall just seems to go on forever. We have these metal pieces sticking out the side here, which I have to be very careful not to walk into. You can see it just goes on and on. And it's all covered with graffiti. Some of it's interesting like this here, but a lot of it's just your typical graffiti. So we have another one of these little shacks. Not really much to see inside them, but they are pretty cool. So these must have been used, I guess, when this was a shooting range. I don't know if they were inside here shooting outside, or if this was just a spot to hold ammunition and observe. But it's made of concrete. It's pretty solid, and it's still going to be here for a while. So this is the tunnel. So if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm pretty brave with some of the places I go to, but this is the first place in a while that has me a little creeped out. But I got to do this, you know, when I hear adventure calling me, I got to listen to that voice. So here goes nothing. I'm going to climb down in there. All right, I'm going to climb down in. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this. Let me get a light on. Wow. This roof is almost entirely caved in. I have to duck down. What is that? I'm stepping on spray paint cans that people have left here. Okay, I think I can finally stand up straight. So it's a little creepy down here, but it's really cool. I'm glad I faced my fears and crawled down in here. I'm gonna walk around, see what I can find in here. Hopefully I don't encounter too many bugs, but I think they're gonna be down here anyway. And you can see all along this way, just a really large fracture. So it's only a matter of time before this tunnel just collapses in on itself. So it's fortunate that I can come in here while it's still intact. Like, I'm not afraid of it collapsing in on me, but it's a little spooky just to have the thought in my head. Oh, and look, we got our first creepy crawly. Big ol' spider. Let's leave her alone. Yeah, just look at the size of this break right here. Right here, the ground is still solid concrete. Right here we can see outside. Ground's starting to get a little wet here. Hope I don't step in any big puddles. And up here you can see the metal mesh in the concrete poking out. This is from World War II era. Crazy to think that, over 100 years, and here I am walking around in it. I'm gonna turn my light off because it looks like there's enough light from the outside. This is amazing. I'm so glad I came here today. And it looks like up here, it's a pretty good sized hole that I can crawl out of. Oh, look at that. And here I am back out. Well, that was a lot of fun. Glad I went in there. I was a little scared, but it was pretty cool, and there was really nothing to be afraid of. Yeah, and so that is where I just exited from. And we can see the tunnel built into the hillside here. And just all these crumbling ventilation holes. Now imagine walking through here with just gunfire and explosions and everything else going on around you. Must have been crazy. But I'm glad it's still here. I'm glad I had a chance to explore it. So now out here, we have these stone pedestals, concrete pedestals I should say. And they're all different heights. There's 2 rows of them. I wonder what these were used for. Possibly for targets? I don't know. But they're very cool. You can see each one has little iron bolts still in them. Must have been a mount for something. Pretty cool to see. Yeah, something must have been on top of these. I don't know what. Maybe guns, actually. Now that I think about it, that makes the most sense. So now out here, I'm actually walking along the top of the tunnel, and you can just see down below spots where you can look in. I can just feel a blast of cold air coming out of there. Yeah, and it just goes all the way through the hillside here. Pretty cool. Alright, so I've just been walking along this wall, and I've realized that I'm actually standing on top of a very large building right now. Down here we can take a look. This must have been a stairway into the building now, but it's all rusted through. I gotta be careful that I don't fall down in there. If you look out this way, you can just see the tunnel that runs all throughout this area. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, and you can just see this here, which is just some sort of massive bunker-like building. And just right there is where it meets with the tunnel. It just goes on for what seems like a mile, maybe. Let's take a look inside this hole. Oh, wow. Let's take a look inside this opening. You can see where there used to be a stairway that led to the top. This iron girder completely rusted through and gone. Just a lot of trash, a lot of spray cans. That's such a shame. Now I'm able to walk on top of the tunnel. It just goes on and on. Pretty cool. So this place is just enormous, and these walls just go on and on and on. Tunnels, you can just see them running all throughout the place. Really cool to see. Looking up ahead, I think I see another access point to the tunnels, so I'm gonna walk in that one. This one I don't think I have to crawl under a tree to get into. Yeah, here we go. Looks like a doorway I can just walk right into, and it takes me through more tunnels. Oh wow, these go on a long way. And it looks like it's caved in at the end. So far, I haven't seen any cave crickets. Lucky for me. I know a lot of people are creeped out by them, so lucky for you too. that you don't have to see them on my video. I'm feeling like I'm in like some sort of Egyptian catacomb or something. So now here the floor is still pretty solid, whereas in the last one I was at, spots of it were broken up. There's a lot of water in there. Oh, I spoke too soon. I see some crickets right here. And something fell on my head. Oh goodness, look at that. Look at that bad boy right there. Wow. So yeah, looks like I found all the spiders and the crickets. Oh my gosh. Do you see that? That is a full colony of crickets. And they're jumping out. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. I'm just gonna have to walk past him as quick as possible. Oh gosh. All right. Got through that. Wow, look at the size of that one. That's a big boy. So now that I've been down in these tunnels for a little bit, my claustrophobic feelings have gone away. But these bugs just, I'm not too okay with them. I mean, I know they're harmless, and usually I'm not too scared of bugs, but just something about me being in their zone instead of them being in my zone, it just lets me know they're gonna win this battle if we have to fight it. That's nothing but crickets all the way down there. Oh, they're falling like rain. Oh no. All right, well, I think this is about as far as I'm gonna go. Don't think I can go out this way anyway. All right, so that was the Tweed Tunnels in Blauvelt State Park, West Nyack, New York. Really cool place, really fun. Had to step outside of my comfort zone a little bit for this one, but I'm glad I did. It was really well worth exploring it. And thank you for coming along with me. My name is Ray. My channel is Ray Out There. If you like this video, please hit subscribe. I'm going on cool adventures all over the place. Thank you for watching.